Charles de Gaulle smelled like espresso and jet fuel. My parents kept smiling like the trip had fixed us. I'd paid for most of it anyway, hoping that after my divorce, being useful would make me loved. At check-in, the truth surfaced. "Send the money today," my father said, careful with his volume. "No," I answered. "I'm done draining myself to soothe everyone." My mother's expression went flat. My sister Tessa shifted her purse higher. My phone was inside it. She'd taken it for group shots and never handed it back. My passport was in my mother's folder because she insisted on managing documents, even when I asked for mine. They printed boarding passes. Mine didn't. I watched the counter like paper might magically appear. Nothing. "What about my ticket?" I asked. My father glanced over his shoulder, almost bored. "Cancelled. Figure it out." Then they walked to security together, a single moving wall, and the rope line swallowed them. I followed, heart banging. The agent stopped me. "Boarding pass, madame." My family—" I spun to the help desk instead, explaining fast, voice breaking. The clerk's sympathy lasted until a guard stepped closer, posture shifting into removal. A man in a charcoal suit drifted in beside me, too polished to belong in my chaos. Crisp cuffs, calm eyes, money in the way he didn't hurry. He angled his mouth near my ear. "Pretend you're my wife. My driver is about to arrive." Every instinct screamed no, but I had no phone, no ticket, no passport, nothing to bargain with. His smile turned colder. "Trust me," he said. "They'll regret this." I looked toward the security gates where my family had vanished, and something in me hardened. I took his hand. The limousine waited outside the terminal. I slid in, clutching my carry-on. The driver faced forward. The man beside me watched my hands. "I'm Gideon Shaw," he said. "New York." "I'm Mara Calder," I managed. "And I don't have a passport or a phone." "I noticed." He glanced toward the glass doors. "They didn't just abandon you, they staged it." Paris streamed by. Gideon spoke in clean lines. In 2 weeks, a Manhattan charity gala where he'd lock a major development deal. His wife had died 2 years ago. His younger brother was using that grief to paint him as unstable. "So you need a wife," I said, hearing how ridiculous it sounded. "I need stability beside me," he corrected. "Someone who doesn't look hired." My stomach turned. "What do I get?" "Tonight, replacement documents, a new phone, a safe place, $50,000 for the gala season." His voice stayed even. "And my attorney will dig into what your family's planning." "And the cost?" "Confidentiality, a few rehearsals." He leaned closer, not touching me. "You can walk away anytime. But if you stay, we move before they do." At a private hangar, his jet waited. I signed a short agreement and kept my copy like a weapon. Dawn turned Manhattan gray. In his penthouse, a housekeeper named Rosa handed me a robe and said, "You are safe." The new phone lit up. I called my cousin Avery. She answered, whispering, "Your mom says you had a breakdown. She's talking conservatorship. They want your grandmother's condo." The room tilted, then snapped sharp. I found Gideon in a glass-walled office. "They're coming for my life," I said. "Teach me how to stop them." Gideon didn't blink. He picked up the desk phone. "Elliot, now." Elliot Park arrived with a slim briefcase. He listened, asked for dates, then for my new number. "Good," he said, typing. "We move first." Rosa set down tea. I left it untouched. Panic had burned out, leaving something cleaner. Elliot filed papers to block any emergency control over my condo and booked an independent evaluation. My choice, my terms. Gideon's team pulled airport records. The airline confirmed the cancellation came from my family's booking email. Security footage caught Tessa slipping my phone into her purse. Facts, not fog. 2 weeks later, I entered the gala on Gideon's arm, my ring a rented spark. His brother Caleb circled the press, waiting for me to stumble. When a tabloid alert hit, whispers rose. I walked straight into them. I found the lead investor, opened the projections, and spoke like a woman who'd stopped begging to be believed. The contract was signed before dessert. Caleb's grin cracked. My hearing came 3 days after. The judge read the filings, watched the footage, and dismissed the petition as opportunistic. My parents left stiff-backed, my mother's mouth set like a seam. I didn't follow. By morning, Elliot emailed, "Caleb's board complaint was dead, and my parents withdrew everything. I registered Calder Events," smiling, alone. That night, I laid my agreement copy beside my condo deed and finally breathed. Gideon poured water. "They regretted it," he said. "So did I told him. Just not the way they hoped."